Good evening, everyone. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Saturday evening. It is freezing cold here in England, and this weather has got me looking like Craig David. Uh, Now, before we go into this extra preview of the North London derby tomorrow, I just want to thank everybody who has subscribed so far, everybody who's been viewing the videos on my channel. And if you are new and you're watching, please, please, please smash that like button, hit that share button, and come and subscribe for more Arsenal content. So, North London derby, big game. We're less than 24 hours away. And let's be real, we are being written off before we've even started. Arsenal, dead in the mud. You know, Spurs, flying high at the top of the league at the moment. Their form has been, pretty darn good. We are absolutely dreadful at the moment as well. Players underperforming, manager questionably whether he's good enough or not. Me personally, I don't think he is. But it's a North London derby and form goes out the window. Now, can Arsenal pick up all 3 points against Spurs? Can we go to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium tomorrow and stink the place out and get one over on Jose Mourinho? Jose Mourinho is a manager over the years who we tend not to do very well against. I've just got a comment here from Neymar Junior Hayes that says, I really don't think Arsenal are going to do it. Do you know what, mate? If I'm being real, I'm not confident either. But like I said, it's a North London derby. Form goes out the window, and you just never know. So, with that being said, let's talk about my favourite subject. This guy, our manager, Mikel Arteta. Now, over the last 2 to 3 weeks, he's got it all wrong, mate. We have been horrendous. Yeah. His starting lineups haven't been right. His system doesn't seem to suit our best players. And he's looking like the job is too big for him. I don't know what everybody else thinks, but me personally, I don't rate this guy. But now is the time for him to prove everybody wrong. He's got to prove everybody wrong. This is the biggest game of Arsenal's season so far. Yeah? Now, me, as an Arsenal fan, and I'm sure everybody else as well, when the fixture list comes out at the beginning of the season, yeah, this is the game I look for. Yeah? Despite the form that we've been in lately, and the crap performances we've put in, and the crap players that we've got, I don't care where we are in this league table. We have to win this game against Tottenham. We have to win this game. And Mikel Arteta himself should know exactly what a North London derby means. Yeah, it should mean something to him as well because he's played for Arsenal. and he should know exactly what it means to the fans. Now, will he mix it up a little bit, or will we go with the same crap that we've been seeing week in, week out? And I'm gonna run through what I think the starting 11 should be. Yeah. And I want you lot to let me know if you agree with me or not. I've got another comment here from Neymar Jr. Hayes. Even though Harry Kane is injured, Jose is still playing him. I've got to be honest with you, mate. I think that was a bit of a smokescreen. Yeah, this is a typical Jose Mourinho move. I don't really think Harry Kane was injured at all. I just think Jose's trying to play his mind games, you know, say certain players are out so that the opposition's prepare for, you know, somebody else to be playing there, give the opposition a little bit of hope, and then all of a sudden on match day, you know, he's in the team. So regards to whether Harry Kane is playing or not, it doesn't matter really, because listen, Harry Kane is a great player, but he's not Tottenham's only threat. There are plenty of other players in that Tottenham team that can cause us issues, especially with the way we're playing at the moment. Yeah. I mean, Harry Kane, he bangs goals against us year in, year out. But there's one player in that Spurs side that I worry about more than Harry Kane, and that is Son. To me, Son is world class. World class. And if Arteta goes with who I think he will go with at right back, then, mate, we are in for a long, long night. Because if Hector Bellerin is playing at right back, mate, honestly. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to get into what I would put as my starting 11. So, please, in the comments, let me know if you agree. Yeah. There is no other option, really. You know, we have got nobody else. I don't think Runarsson is ready to start in goal for Arsenal. So it's going to have to be this guy, Bernd Leno. Now, Bernd Leno, he's going to have a busy afternoon tomorrow, because I can see Tottenham attacking us for fun. We have been defensively weak, even though there's this, Mikel Arteta, he's improved us defensively. No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. Yeah, you can't improve defensively if you've got the same crap defenders in the squad week in, week out. Yeah. Now, Bernd Leno, he's a very good shot stopper, so I have no issues with him being in goal. However, with regards to his distribution, it is crap. Absolutely crap. Yeah. And that is why he is not one of the best goalkeepers in the world for me. And if he wants to be one of the best goalkeepers in the world, then he needs to sort that side of his game out, especially if we continue on playing the same way that we do, which is out from the back. But Bernd Leno, he's got to have a good game tomorrow. He's got to have a good game tomorrow. There are no questions about it. Now, right back. I think, in fact, I know Hector Bellerin Oh, what's going on here? This guy, Hector Bellerin, is going to be playing tomorrow. We all know it. Yeah. We all know Mikel Arteta is going to pick this guy. Whether he's crap one week, good the next, you know, he's going to be in the side because he's like Mikel Arteta's love child, you know. This guy can't do any wrong. He has been at Arsenal for near on 9 years now. And I want to ask all you lot, yeah? Since he broke into this Arsenal side, has he improved since he broke in? Because to me, he looks like he's going backwards. Yeah? He used to be very good going forward. Yeah? Attacking. But now, he runs down the wing and he cuts inside. And he passes the ball inside. Every single time. Yeah? And if you don't do that, he passes it backwards. You would have thought that playing at Arsenal Football Club, he would have improved on his defensive side of things. Something that has always been his weak point. Yeah? This guy has probably actually got worse. He cannot defend to save his life. His positioning is absolutely shocking. And I am absolutely sick to the death of seeing this guy playing week in, week out and taking 120 grand a week. 120 grand a week. Man. So, for me, this guy, Cedric, he should be starting at right back. Now, I'm baffled by this because he's Mikel Arteta's signing. He's a player that Mikel Arteta wanted to bring to Arsenal. And he's hardly played the geezer. What has he brought him for? What, to just play in the Europa League? Now, he had a good game the other night. He looked decent going forward. Yeah. And he wasn't too bad defensively. Okay, we was playing a team that we'd expect Arsenal to beat. They're not of the level. But if you are going to sign this guy to a 4-year contract, play him. Give him an opportunity. Yeah? Let's see what he can do. Let's see why you brought him to this team. Because I am fed up of seeing the same players week in, week out, putting the crap performances week in, week out, and consistently start in this team week in, week out. There is no room for error with this game tomorrow. If we lose this game tomorrow, forget about top 4. A lot of people are saying, oh, well, yeah, but if we beat Spurs, we're only 5 points away from them. Forget about it, mate. Yeah? Because this squad is not good enough to compete for top 4. You heard it here first. Right? Now, centre-backs. For me, if I can find this guy. Pablo Mari. Now, another player signed by Mikel Arteta. He's been out injured. He played the other day in the Europa League. And he played very well. Okay, again, it was against opposition that we should be beating. He didn't really have too much to do defensively. But even in that one game, he looks better than all the rest of the defenders, barring Gabriel, that we've got. And yes, he's left-footed. And he's a left-sided centre-back. And that is where Gabriel plays. But I don't want to see Rob Holding or David Luiz playing at that centre-back role against Spurs tomorrow. Because David Luiz is a calamity waiting to happen. And you can guarantee that he will give away a penalty or something like that. Yeah? Rob Holding is not good enough for this football club. In fact, neither of them are good enough for this football club. Yeah? Rob Holding was signed from Bolton Wanderers for £2 million. Yeah? And you know the saying, you get what you pay for. Yeah? He is a 2 million, between 2 and 15 million pound centre back. Yeah? Not good enough. Same for David Luiz. Not good enough. Fed up with seeing the pair of them. Put Pablo Mari there instead. And let's see what he can do alongside Gabriel. So, that brings me on to my man. Wherever he is. Where is he? Where is he? I even put him in there. Yes. Gabriel. Now, when he first came to Arsenal, he looked very good. Very good. Probably, arguably, one of the signings of the summer. But in recent weeks, he's fell off. His form has dipped. Yeah. And it's coincided with the rest of the team. And I don't blame him for it, because he's probably looking around and thinking, fucking hell, what am I doing here with these bunch of clowns? Yeah. A player who I think he only just burst into the scene last year for Lille. And he's come to Arsenal for £25 million. And he's instantly our best centre-back. Now, what does that say about the rest of this team? He's been exceptional up until the last couple of weeks. And if we want to win this game tomorrow and in the future, we need him to put in a blinding performance, because players like Harry Kane, players like Son, if you let them, they will run rings around you for the whole entire game. Got another comment here from Neymar Junior Hayes. I think if Spurs win, I will really think that will be it. There you go. There you go. I said it myself. Yeah. Spurs win. Well, I said it 2 weeks ago. I don't want this manager. We can get better. Yeah. Despite what everybody says, we're Arsenal Football Club. Yeah. We can get better managers than Mikel Arteta. We can get a manager who gets better out of these players. Yeah. And if we want to get back into the Champions League, and then in years to come start winning titles again, then we need to fix up big time. Because at the moment, it ain't happening. It won't happen. Especially under this manager. And that's just my opinion. I said it 2 weeks ago. This guy should be gone. He should be gone. And if we get battered tomorrow, I don't think the Arsenal board have got the bollocks to sack him, personally. But if we get battered by Spurs tomorrow, I want him gone, mate. Out the door. Straight away. Got another comment here. Neymar Junior Hayes. I used to support Arsenal. I recently moved to PSG. Arsenal will never be the same. And that's a shame, mate, because if you support a team, I know it's difficult at the moment with Arsenal, especially, but you've got to support them through thick and thin. And, I'm a massive Arsenal fan, and it doesn't matter how badly we're playing. I will always be there to support them week in, week out, no matter who the manager is and no matter who, no matter who the players are, no matter where we're playing. Even if we get relegated, I'll still be here supporting my team. Anyway, moving on. So, that's my centre-back pairing. Now, left-back. Kieran Tierney. Now, another player, again, came into Arsenal. Played very, very well. And recently, it's just not the same. He's not the same anymore. And I don't think it's his fault. Yeah, because Mikel Arteta's playing him at centre-back. Now, I personally didn't watch too much of Kieran Tierney when he played for Celtic. But from what I could tell from him, is he's very, very, very good going forward. Right? And he's not bad defensively. But his main attributes is going forward. His main attributes is swinging that ball into the box for our attacking players to attack. He is very similar in that way. I'm not comparing him here, right? But he's very similar in that way to Andy Robertson. So play him at left back, Mikel Arteta. Play him in his position. Let him go and do some damage up the other end of the field, rather than expecting him to, sit at centre back with the other fucking clowns that we've got back there, in the hope that he could do something different. Yeah? So Kieran Tierney, guy again. It's been crap recently, and he's got to pick it up. He's got to find his form again, because at the moment, it's not good enough. It is not good enough, and it's as simple as that. Now, my midfield. This guy. Oh dear. Now, if anybody on here, which I'm sure quite a lot of you do, use TikTok. If you type in Wolverhampton Wanderers, you'll see that their admin account, or whoever runs their admin, has made a meme of this guy. And I'm not surprised, because he is shit. Yeah? He is crap. Not good enough for Arsenal Football Club. He's been here for three or 4 years now, and he's not shown me anything to say that he is good enough. Get him out in the summer. He is dog shit. Doesn't deserve to be anywhere near this Arsenal team. In fact, I don't think he's good enough to play for any Premier League team. Yeah, this guy just passes sidewards, backwards, loses the ball about 10 times in a game. Crap. Not good enough. Not coming anywhere near this team. But we got Mikel Arteta in charge, not me. So it would not surprise me if this guy was playing tomorrow. And if he plays tomorrow, yeah, I don't expect anything else other than a Tottenham win. So he's not going anywhere near my starting 11. Now, let's start with the main man, Thomas Partey. Now, I've heard good news. I don't know how true it is, but I'm hearing that he's back in training today with the squad. And hopefully he will be fit enough to play some part in the game tomorrow. And we are seeing how desperately bad we are in the midfield without him in there. And we are desperate for him back. I am praying that he starts tomorrow. Because if he's not there, I think we'll lose this game. I can just see us getting badly overrun in that midfield. And it's stupid to say that our hopes lie on a player who's just recently signed in the summer, but it's a fact. It's the truth. We need this guy to start tomorrow. Now, if he does, next to him in midfield, I would go with this guy, Ainsley MaitlandNiles. Now, you're probably sat there thinking, Maitland-Niles, midfield? What? What? Why? Why in midfield? Why not at right back instead of Cedric? Well, I'll tell you why, right? This guy got his opportunity in the midfield in the Europa League on Thursday. And I thought he was probably, arguably, he was definitely one of the best players on the pitch. Now, it's his natural position, midfield. He's been crying out for years to play in midfield. We haven't got anybody else who is doing the job in midfield, apart from Thomas Partey, who is touch and go. So give this guy a run in the midfield. Let's see what he can do. Yeah? Many Arsenal fans go, oh, Ainsley Maitland-Niles in the midfield. No. But I think they forget that it weren't that long ago that he played in the midfield when we played Manchester United. And yes, we did lose that game. But he was man of the match in midfield. It is his natural position. So play him there. Let's see what he can do. Because what I liked from him on Thursday was the fact that whenever he picked the ball up, he was always looking to go forward. Always. None of this sideways, backwards bullshit. Always looking forward. And he tries to beat a man as well. He won't just sit and dilly-dally about with the ball. He will try and run past a man. He brings a bit of energy to the midfield, something that we have not got. So if it was me, I would play him in midfield against Tottenham, and let's see what he can do. But only if Thomas Partey is back Now, if Thomas Partey isn't back, then Mohamed Elneny. Yeah. Now, this guy is not one of the greatest players in the world. He's not a player who's going to pick a 30-yard pass. He's not one of them players who's going to dribble around four guys and smash one into the back of the net. He's not that type of player. But what he does do is he does the simple things. You know, keeps the ball ticking over. Yeah. He'll go and press a man. He won't give up. And I've been quite impressed with him since he's come back from his loan spell. So, for me, he has a shout of getting in this midfield. Definitely. Especially with the way that we're playing at the moment and the players that we've got there. They're not good enough. So, if I can't see Thomas Partey in there and I can't see Ainsley MaitlandNiles in there, then Mohamed Elneny is the next best thing for me. Do I think Mohamed Elneny is good enough for Arsenal? No. He's a good squad player, but he's definitely not a player that we should be playing week in, week out. But it just shows how far this squad has fallen, how far this team has fallen. Now, where are we? This guy, Dani Ceballos. Now, another player that Mikel Arteta decided to bring back to Arsenal. End of last season, he played very well. And we thought, God, this is the Dani Ceballos we was waiting for all season. He was picking passes, being that little creative spark, always looking to go forward. But what's happened to him? This guy just spins round like Kylie Minogue. Spin round and round and round and round. He gets pushed off the ball. His hold-up play is pathetic. And it probably doesn't help that he's being played, or he was being played next to Granit Xhaka. But for a guy who's come from Real Madrid, one of the biggest clubs in the world, you'd expect better. But again, he's another guy who's not good enough for Arsenal Football Club. But there you go. Anyway, now moving on to my third midfielder, a player who I would like to see play in and around the number 10 role. Emile Smith-Rowe. Yeah, another young guy who has played very well in the 2 games that he's played since he's been back. We haven't got anybody else. Mesut Ozil is not in the squad. Give him a run. Let's see what he can do. And if you don't want to give him a run, yeah, then try this guy in the number 10 role instead. Let's see what he can do in there. But I know what's going to happen. Lacazette's going to play in the number 10 role. And don't get me wrong, he played very, very well on Thursday. He looked like a guy who was hungry. And the one thing that I say about Lacazette is he does bag goals in the big games. But if we do that, if we come in at half time and we're 2-0 down, 3-0 down, but we've got all our best players on the pitch, when it comes to looking to the bench and looking for somebody to come on and change the game, who are we going to be bringing on? Eddie Nketiah? You know, we haven't got anybody else. So me personally, I would leave Lacazette on the bench. Or Aubameyang on the bench. One of the two. And then if it's going wrong, you bring them on. Otherwise, we've got no firepower on that bench whatsoever. Now, obviously, Nicolas Pepe is out. I don't rate the guy anyway, but he's out because he stupidly got himself sent off. So he's not available for this game. So we have two options on the right-hand side. This guy. Yeah. Willian. Crap. Rubbish. Typical Arsenal. Going and giving a 33-year-old a 3-year contract. A player who's past his best. A player who I haven't even seen since he signed for Arsenal. Because he's been missing. He's crap. But he'll probably get picked on Sunday. He'll probably get picked tomorrow. Because again, he's another player who can't do any wrong in Mikel Arteta's eyes. He can have crap performance after crap performance after crap performance, and he will still get picked week in, week out. So I fully expect him to start tomorrow on the right-hand side. Fully expect it. Now, if it was me, I'd be playing Reece Nelson. Yeah, again, another player who's played all right recently. Played better than Willian anyway. But that ain't hard because he's been shit. He's a young lad trying to break into this team. Give him a chance. Let's see what he can do. Yeah, he's also a kid who's come up from the academy. He will know exactly what this game means. The North London derby. He'll know what that means. Surely he does. Give him his opportunity. Now on the left-hand side, I fully expect to see Bukayo Saka. Quality player. Quality player. But in recent weeks, like the rest of the team, he's fallen off a bit. And to me, he looks like he's regressing under this manager. Yeah? But I don't blame him. Because there is a lot of pressure on his shoulders. There's a lot of weight on his shoulders. Because we are lacking in other areas of the pitch. He's a kid. He's 18, 19 years old, and we are relying on him. This is a joke, Arsenal. A joke. We're relying on a 19-year-old kid. A player who should be slowly brought into the team. Not, let's chuck him in, play him week in, week out, because everybody else in this club is shit. And I feel sorry for the geezer. I do. But at the same time, if you're going to be starting for Arsenal Football Club week in, week out, you have to be playing better than what you have been recently. Now, my striker, my main striker, Aubameyang. This guy was unbelievable last season and the season before that. Banging in goals, left, right, and centre. And since he signed that contract, he's been missing, man. Absolutely missing. And if we're going to win this game tomorrow and games in the future, we need this guy banging goals again. We need to find a way of getting this guy in the game. We need Aubameyang to turn it on for this game, because if he doesn't, and if he spends another week missing, then we've seen it, mate. We're just gonna fall further and further and further behind, and even further down this league table, because it's showing now. Yeah, without this guy scoring goals, we are crap, rubbish, average, got nothing to us. And I'm not going to get onto him too much about the way that he's been playing, because to me, it is the manager's fault. Yeah? Because we can't get this guy into the game, because the manager sets us up so deep that we can't get anyone close to him to give him an opportunity. And yeah, he has had opportunities. Not great opportunities where but opportunities where you'd probably expect Aubameyang to score. But this guy's confidence is on the floor. So he's snatching at chances. Tomorrow is the perfect game for you to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and prove to everybody that you're still the same player that you was, because there's a lot of people questioning you, especially after you signing the contract. Now, that would be my team. Do I think Mikel Arteta will go for that? No, of course he won't. Of course he won't. We'll play three at the back. David Luiz will probably start, He'll be walking around with a, great big gash down the side of his head from last week. But he'll still play, And if he don't play, Rob Holding will play. We'll probably play Tierney at centre-back. Yeah? Bellerin will definitely start at right-back. I know that for a fact. We'll probably have a midfield pivot of fucking Granit Xhaka and Mohamed Elneny. In fact, it would not surprise me if Eddie Nketiah started up front. But there we go. North London Derby preview extra. Hope you all enjoyed the video. If you're new and you're watching, like I said at the beginning, smash that like button, hit that share button, and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back tomorrow with a match reaction. Hopefully, I'll be coming to you guys with a smile on my face, bantering them Tottenham fans. But I'm not sure. And before I go, I'm going to give you my prediction. Now, I said I'm not confident. I'm not confident. But this is a North London derby and anything can happen. And I've heard a lot of Tottenham fans talking, saying, oh, easy 3 points for us. We're top of the league. You're 14th. Da 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 da. But form goes out the window. And we have a tendency of turning up in these games. And Aubameyang scores against them on a regular. And so does Lacazette. And if we can get them two players into this game and defend well for 90 minutes, maybe I'm living in hope. But do you know what? I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal. I am. I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal purely and simply because the odds are stacked up against us. Nobody's expecting us to win this game. Everybody's expecting us to get battered. And it'd just be a typical Arsenal thing to turn up and win. But anyway, guys, there you go. There's the North London Derby preview extra. Like I said, I'll be back again tomorrow with another video, the match reaction. Hopefully I've got a smile on my face. Who knows? And I'll see you all